I know, I know. I promised you a story that you guys would be able to relate to. And here I am talking about all of these spiritual entities coming into my room at the age of 15 and me hearing voices and seeing colors and stuff like that. But actually, if you look a little bit deeper, there is a lot in my story that's perfectly relatable to most of us. I mean, most of us are afraid. Most of us are afraid to be ourselves, to really live the lives that we know that we're supposed to live. I mean, with me, it came crashing down with, incredible clarity around the age of 15, 16, that I was destined to teach about spiritual topics and stuff like that. But I'm afraid. I was afraid, and I was afraid for like 28 years to respond to that call, and that's something that we all can relate to. There are many of you out there that want to be artists but are working, in some office job because it makes you feel more secure. There are many people out there that are called to be teachers but are doing something completely, different from teaching. Because sometimes we're just afraid to step into who we know we're supposed to be, who we know we truly are. It happens in relationships, it happens with career choices, it happens with parenting choices, it happens in all areas of our lives. This fear of stepping into ourselves and being our true selves and stepping into our light and allowing our light to shine. And so that's what dominated my life for 28 years, this fear of doing what I was called to do. I didn't want to alienate my family any more than I already had. I didn't want to lose friends. I never wanted to find myself alone. I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to stand out from the crowd. And so I stayed away from the things that I knew I needed to do. And most importantly, I stayed away from the process of going through the abyss, the process of separating myself and overcoming all my fears and insecurities and just allowing myself to be as I truly am in the world. I stayed away from that process because it was terrifying. I mean, I talked to all these different spiritual entities from the age of 15, but what I mostly talked to them about was about this process of the abyss. I wanted to know what it was like for them. What was it like for you, Jesus, when you realized that you had all these amazing gifts and that you may be the Messiah? How did you deal with that? What was it like for you, Moses, when you realized that you were living in the court in the Egyptian court, and you had to turn against this court that had raised you and nourished you and try to free your Jewish brothers and sisters? I mean, how did you integrate that into your life? And so what I've done throughout the years is talk to all these spiritual entities over and over again about their process, about their journey. And I did it because I was hoping that by understanding more thoroughly that it would give me the courage to step forward and go through the process myself. But I think in a weird type of way, it just kept me frozen and terrified me even more and more. But one good thing that has come out of this is that, I know all of these masters as if they were my best friends, as if they were my brothers and sisters. And going forward, as I share the messages that I believe I'm here to share, one of the things that I think I can do is demystify the lives of all these masters. I mean, we really need to understand that they were all people just like us. And more importantly, we are all people just like them. And that means that we can reach the incredible heights that they accomplished.